Good day, my dear students. Today, let us start with our fourth lecture, and today we continue with the topic letter writing. As in our previous lecture, we discussed different formats of letter writing, and we have already discussed one of the formats, that is block style formats. Today, we will be discussing indented style format. This style is preferred for writing personal letters because these letters, that is, personal letters, are usually handwritten letters. In this style, some components, that means the parts of the letter, are written on the left side. There we have salutation and body of the letter, and some components are written on the right side. Senders We include sender's address, date, subscription, and name and signature. In this style, when we come to the body of the letter, no vertical space, that is a line, is left between the paragraphs. The division between the paragraphs, however, is indicated by leaving some space towards right. Just like here, if you look here, you can see that we have started the paragraph by putting some space, and then we started our paragraph. In the same manner, when we started our new paragraph, we didn't leave a line here. Simply we put some space here towards the right, and we started our second paragraph. Now, I will illustrate you this style, indented style format, through an example. First, you write the address on the right side of the page. Here we call it as address, but what it actually is, it is actually sender's address. But why it is called as sender return address? Because if your letter doesn't get delivered, then it will come back to the sender's address. Then with a gap of one line, you write the date again on the right side. Then coming to the left side, we don't write, in case of personal letters, we don't write the subject. We directly come to the salutation. So here you will come to the left side and you will start your salutation. Salutation again it should be in an informal way, in a loving way, or in a casual way. Like you can write my dear papa if it's meant for papa, or if it's or you can write like dear brother if it's meant for your brother, or whatever relationship you have with the person. And then you will start the body of the letter, and while writing the body of the letter, you will start the main paragraph by just putting some space, and you will write the first paragraph of your letter. Here, between salutation and between the body of the letter, you don't have to put a gap of one line. You will directly come to the next line and you will start your para first. In case of indented style letters, style format for your personal letters, you start your first paragraph with the exchange of greetings, because it's a personal letter and definitely you want to know about the welfare of the person. So you start with the exchange of greetings, and then it's followed by purpose of writing the letter, and that should be in detail. Whatever you have to write in your letter, you will write it in detail. If you have to include some other points as well, you can go to the next para and write other details. Again, here you will see that next para can be started by directly going to the next line, and by putting some space on the space here towards the right, and you will start your next paragraph. And then if you will want to include the third paragraph in your letter, you can again put some space towards the right, and you can start your next paragraph, and there you will sum up your letter. Now coming to the closing of the letter, that means the subscription part in case of indented style format is written towards the right side and in a casual manner. Again, like we write expressions like yours loving daughter, yours loving sister, or yours ever. And then with a gap of 1 or 3 lines, you will first write your name, and above your name you will put your signature. This is the indented style for format for personal letters. And now we will discuss another style, and that is semi-block format. Coming to the semi-block style format, in this style the date, sender's address, subscription, and name and signature are written on the right side. The other components of the letter, that is subject line, salutation, and body of the letter, follow the block style format. That means they are written on the left side of the letter. This format is actually a combination of block style format and indented style format. That means it's a mixture of block style format and indented style format. I will illustrate you with an example. So here we start with sender's address towards the right, and then followed with a gap of 1 line we write date, again towards the right, and then we move towards left and we write receiver's address in detail, and then followed by salutation. With a gap of 1 line we write salutation accordingly, and again in case of semi block letters as well, you should write in a formal way. So we write salutation in a formal way. If you want to include subject line, you can write also your subject line here, between receiver's address and salutation. And if you don't want to write, you can skip it here. And then we move to the body of the letter. Here again, just like we have done in, or what we do in block style format, we start the paragraph first with here from the margin, and we start our first paragraph with the purpose of writing the letter, and that in detail whatever we have to say, we say it in our letter. We put forth what we have to say, and then moving to the if we have to include next paragraph is included by keeping a line, by keeping a gap of 1 line. We start our next paragraph. In our next paragraph again, if we want to say something more, we can do it, but if we have to sum up our letter, we can simply sum up our letter. Then comes the closing of the letter, and that is the subscription part. Subscription in case of semi block style letters is written on the right side. Here we write the in a formal way we write subscription part. So it should be like this: yours sincerely, yours truly, sincerely yours, what as per the person you are writing to. And then below, keeping a gap of 1 or 2 lines, you write your name, and above your name you put your signature. And so this style is actually, it is a mixture of indented style and block style, because we followed the block style format, and we call it as semi block style format. This format can be used for writing business letters, or sometimes also for formal letters, but it's up to us now what whether we prefer to write our formal letters by using block style or semi block style format. Both, you can use both styles, but preferable, what I want to tell you, preferable is block style format. So this was all. We discussed different formats of letter writing, and this was our topic of letter writing, and with this we concluded our topic of letter writing. And in our next lecture we will discuss some other topic. So till then, have a nice time, stay blessed. Thank you.